edges of our mats. Taking a deep breath in. Big exhale, falling down, letting your chest and head drop last. And slowly rolling up, vertebrae by vertebrae. We've got 2 more of those. Deep breath in, big exhale. Dropping that head last. Slowly rolling up. Last one. And on this one, we're walking out into our high plank position. Half press down, pushing up into that seal pose. Tucking our toes, down dog. Rounding our spine, coming back to high plank, half press down. Pushing up into seal pose. We've got 2 more of these. Tuck the toes, down dog. Rounding that spine, half press down. Seal pose, tuck the toes, down dog. Rounding that spine, half press down. Seal pose. Here we're going to drop our right shoulder. Option to be on our elbows here. Come back to center. Drop the left shoulder. Back to center. Coming back into child's pose. Bringing the feet together, knees wide. Sitting back into our hips. Pushing the hips forward. Looking up towards the sky. And push those hips back into child's pose. And forwards, drop the hips. And again. Bringing those hips forward. Tucking our toes, we're coming back into our down dog. Bringing our right knee to our chest, kick it high in the sky. Bring that knee to elbow, trying to stay strong through the core. Option to drop on a knee here. And just kick that leg high. We've got 1 more after this. And then we're bringing that foot to the outside of our hands. Option to drop that back leg. Open up. And elbow to ankle. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth here. Nice work, guys. And on this one, we're placing our hand on the inside of our foot and opening up away from our front leg. Still breathing. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Last one. Placing that hand back down, tucking the back foot toe, kicking up into 3-legged dog, and dropping that foot down. Changing over, left knee comes to chest, kick it high in the sky, knee to elbow. Option to be on that back leg here, staying nice and strong through the core. And on this one, placing that foot to the outside of the hand, option to drop the leg, open up towards that front knee, elbow to ankle. Still breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth here. And on this one, we're going to place that hand on the inside of the leg, locking that arm on the knee, open up away from that front leg. Trying to twist the back and stretch out on that inner thigh. Last one. Placing that hand back down, tucking the back foot toe. 3-legged dog. Drop that leg down. Really pushing through the palms of our hands here. We're going to take a deep breath in. Big exhale through the mouth. 1 more deep breath. Big exhale. Then we're going to slowly lower our knees down and kick them back up. We've got 3 more of those. Slowly lower, kick them up, slowly lower, kick them up. Last one. Alright, on this one, going back into child's pose, drop the knees, feet come together, sit back into the hips. Letting our forehead rest on the ground here. Taking deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Getting our right hand threaded under the left and sitting back down. Coming back to center, swapping over hands. Threading that left hand under the right. Coming back to center, walking our right hand over to the left hand side of the mat, stretching back. Coming back up, changing hands. Left hand goes to the right hand side. Back to center, stretching each hand to each corner. And coming forward, we're going into our W sit. So turning our toes outside and then bringing our knees nice and wide, sitting back into the hips, stretching our arms out. Option to be on our elbows here if it's more comfortable. If you're not on your elbows, coming back onto your elbows now, and we're just going to move forward and back. Keep those toes turned out. Forward and back. One more. Forward and back. And coming up onto our all fours. Into tabletop position, we're going to take our deep breath, drop the tummy, look high up into the sky, cat-cow stretch. Big exhale, rounding the spine, pushing through the palms. Deep breath in, drop the belly looking up. Exhale, pushing through the palms. Deep breath in, drop the belly. Big exhale. One more, deep breath in. Big exhale. Staying high, pushing through the palms of our hands. We're going to do our little circles around our wrists. Changing direction, going back the other way. And dropping down to normal tabletop position. We're going to turn our wrists to the front of the room. Then take a deep breath in. On your exhale, sitting back, stretching out our forearms. Anyone that's got really poor mobility, you can have your wrists facing one another and just sit over your hand one at a time. For everyone else, you take that pressure off. And we're going to go again, sitting back with those wrists. And take that pressure off. Awesome work. All right. Tucking our toes, coming back up into our down dog. So really pushing through the palms of our hands here. We're going to bring our right knee to our chest, kick it high in the sky. Then thread it through. And we're going to rainbow up into our warrior one. Then we're coming back, opening up the sides of our bodies. Dropping back down to warrior one. Open up. Dropping down. We've only got that one more time. Open up. And rainbow back down. We're kicking back up into three-legged dog. And drop it down again. Same on the other side. Left knee comes to chest, kick it high in the sky. Thread it through. Turn that foot. And rainbow up into that warrior one. Front knee is bent. Open up, stretching down the sides of our bodies. Back to warrior one, stretching towards the back of the room. Open up. One more time. Open up. And a rainbow back down. Kicking into three-legged dog. And drop down. We're going to do a little hop to the front of our mat, so both feet together, hop, or you can step, whichever works for you. Dropping our head, we're going into hanging ragdoll. Option to grab our elbows if you like, or you can have your hands dangling. We're just trying to decompress the spine here, so letting everything hang loose. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Big exhale out. Dropping our hands, slowly rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. And rolling our shoulders back last. Turning to the front of the room, we're going to try to do our hip stretch. So trying to cross our foot over on front of our knee, we go into our prayer position, sinking down. If anyone finds this really difficult, you've got the option to come onto the ground, thread the leg, so bring the leg over and pull the leg in and push that leg away. That's your option, okay, if you can't keep your balance. So cross that leg over, then thread your hands through. For everyone else, we're up here, prayer position. Taking a break if you're standing, stay if you're sitting. Take another deep breath in. Big exhale. All right, if you're on the ground, you're swapping over legs. Everyone else, we're swapping legs as well. Coming back to our prayer. Sitting back into the hips. Threading those arms through if you're on the floor. Take a deep breath in. If you're standing, you're coming up. Stay pulling if you're on the ground. Another deep breath in. Exhale, on the ground, you're letting go, swapping sides. Everyone standing, we're swapping as well. Coming down. Standing, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, the ones on the ground can release, changing legs for everyone standing as well. Deep breath in and stand. Cool, if you're on the ground, I want you to stand up on your feet again. We're going to work on our knee mobility, so dropping our hands down, we just want to bend our knees and straighten. So bending and straightening. The heels can come off the ground here. We're working on our knee mobility. Just bending and straightening. Bend and straighten. Alright, then we're going to bring our feet a step wider. Both hands in the middle, we're doing the same thing except our hands are in the middle. We're in a little frog position now. Just going down as low as you can. Standing. And we're going to sit at the bottom, just staying as low as you can. If you can, keep your heels on the ground, that's great. But lock those elbows into your knees. Sit in a prayer position. For anyone that's struggling, you can do this, but just push your knees wide. So you're up a little bit more, trying to push those knees out. Anyone else, you're sat down. Just trying to keep your back flat. So the big important thing is here is shoulders back. Keep that back flat. If anyone wants to try that crow pose, now's your time. So we're putting our hands on the ground, coming up. One foot off the ground at a time, balancing. And coming back down. Awesome, right guys? Alright, we're going to bring our legs wide, slightly turning out your toe, so ever so slightly turning out the toe. We're bending one leg, just trying to stretch out to touch the foot of the straight leg. So that should be stretching in your inner thigh. Swapping over to the other leg. Changing over again, so changing which leg is bent, swapping over. Alright, if you're going to find this next step too hard on your knees, you're just going to keep swapping over like that, okay? Everyone else, we're going to go for a bent knee, toe comes up. Then we change over to the side. Try and get those toes pointing up, that's it. Swapping over, trying to stay low. If you can, hard option, have a little prayer. Just keep swapping over. Remember, option to be up straight and just stretching over to each leg. That is an option already for anyone that finds it too hard. Last one. Sitting down on the ground. So bring your legs under you. Having our legs spread wide. Hopefully we've actually stretched out the inner thigh a little bit already. So I want you to get your hands behind your back and just push forward a little bit, okay? So try and get these as wide as possible, taking a deep breath. Walking our hands out as we exhale. Walking our bodies over to our right leg, trying to get that nose to knee. We're going to put our right arm into that knee and open up into our ballerina stretch. You should be feeling this down your lower back, possibly a little bit down the side of your body. For anyone that finds it hard, just have their arm pushed in. And coming up, back to the start. Same on the other side. Deep breath in. Big exhale, walk those hands out. Walking over to the left hand side. Nose to knee. Bringing that left elbow into the knee, open up into our ballerina stretch. Option to have that arm straight, just trying to twist that body around. And back to the start. Bending our left knee in for starters. Doing the same again, but with a bent knee in, okay? So that knee, it doesn't matter if it's tucked right in, just have it where it's comfortable for you. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, come down the middle. Walking over to the bent knee first, trying to get our body weight collapsed onto that knee. Then walking over to that straight leg, nose to knee. And same again, locking that elbow into the knee, stretching. This should put a little bit more intense on that lower back. Remember, option to have that arm there instead. And open up, changing over. Deep breath in, big exhale, straight down the middle. Walking over to the bent knee. And walking over to that straight leg. Trying to get that nose to knee if we can. Locking that elbow in, open up into ballerina stretch. And open up. Alright, stretching both of our legs out the front. It's been a while since we've done this, but if you've got a drink bottle, I want you to place your drink bottle on the corner of your mat. We're going to do our hip flexor workout, okay? So sitting up tall as you can. It's harder the more upright you are. So if you find that it's too difficult, you can sit back a little bit and have your hands behind you. If you want the hard option, you want your hands in front of you. Drink bottle is in the front corner. You're lifting your leg up and over. So go with me. This is 1. That's 2. 3. We're going to 10. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. And 10. Awesome. Right. Changing sides. So swap your drink bottle to the other side. Going in 2. And 1. Nice work, guys. This is 2. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. And 10. Awesome. Anyone wants option that's harder, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your knee up and you're going to hug your knee. If you're finding it okay, try the knee option. If it's too hard, you can always drop down. We're going to do the exact same again on the other side, okay? We're going in 2 and 1. That's 1. 2. 3. feel your legs starting to fatigue quicker. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Awesome, swap that leg over. Going in 2, and 1, let's go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Awesome work. Both feet down in front of you. We're just going to do 2 quick toe touches. So trying to sit upright. Remember, we have our rib cage lifted. We're taking a deep breath in. Hands go above the head. Big exhale. Don't let the head drop yet. We're going to take another deep breath in through the nose. Big exhale, drop the head this time. And slowly rolling up. We're doing that one more time. Deep breath in, lifting that rib cage. Big exhale, don't drop the head yet. Another deep breath. And exhale, drop that head. Coming onto, well, just lifting our knees up. So we're going to have our knees like this. This is where we drop our knees. So one at a time, we're just dropping the knees. This is option 1, or level 1 I should say. Level 2, bring the hands in front. And level 3 is where we come all the way up. Drop down on the other side. Really opening our hips, using our hip flexors. Or just sticking with the level that's best for you. Trying to sit nice and upright. If your hands are behind, what I want you to try to do is keep that body really forward. How many are struggling? Yeah. Oh, the last 2. Awesome. And stopping there. Alright. Keeping our legs crossed, okay? So we're going to have one hand on either side of the front knee. What we're trying to do is just lift up that back foot. Try to use our external rotation muscles in the hips, so lifting up that foot. If you're struggling to lift that foot up, you probably want to do this at home a bit more. 10 reps each side, a couple times through, and then swap over. Last 3, 2, and 1, swapping sides. Hand on each side of the knee. Open up that leg. Has anyone got one leg stronger than the other? Yeah? Probably just need to do this a little bit more. Nice work, guys. We've got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome stuff. Alright. One foot is going to cross over the other. So we're crossed over here, grab that elbow is crossing away, and we're just twisting our body trying to look across that shoulder. Keeping our chest up, this is really important. We don't want that hunched chest, we want that chest really upright. If you're struggling, just have one foot here, and literally just try to pull your body. So grab your hand to the outside of the knee, just try to pull your body. If you're like me, you can get a click out of your back. Swapping over sides. Cross that knee. Remember, option to just have the knee here, just try to push that arm. Everyone else, you're crossing it over that knee, twisting your body, keeping your chest nice and upright. And dropping down. Coming onto our backs. Gonna go into our happy baby. So just lying on the back. Bringing both knees up to chest. You're gonna link your big toe with your 2 fingers. Arms are going through the middle of the legs and just rocking from side to side a little bit. You can straighten those legs. Still just slowly rocking. Really good if you've got got lower back pain or if you sit at a desk a lot, you can move between a bended knee and a straightened knee. So just bending and straightening. Then we're going to grab both of our knees, so hugging our knees to our chest, bringing them wide apart, rocking from side to side with our knees going apart. Bringing them back to our chest, hugging our knees together, grabbing onto our right knee with both hands, dropping the left one down. Left hand crosses over the right knee, the right hand comes to ground. We're looking at that right hand, keeping the shoulder on the ground. You twist your leg across the body. And drop it down. Bringing that left knee up to chest. Hugging it. Right hand over the left leg. Left hand goes down. Cross it over the body. And drop it down. Coming onto our fronts. We're just going to do a little back extension. So, hands are just in a bit of a 90-degree angle on the ground. We're just going to try and bring our chest up off the ground and drop it down. Bring it up and drop it down. If anyone's finding this difficult, easy, hands behind your head. Do it with your hands behind your head, trying to open up your chest. And again. And down. Again. Try to keep your feet on the ground if you can. So trying to just use our upper body. Last one. Then we're going to come up into our cobra. So if you've already did this at the start, so that's where we're on our elbows, looking up towards the sky. Then just pushing our hands forward and drop down. Hands forward and drop down. And if anyone wants to try it, bring those bring those knees wide. Just try to touch your toes as close to you as you can. Drop down. We're going to do that one more time. Push up. And drop down. Lying on our backs. Now's your time to put your layers on. Moving into our Shavasana, so we want to be nice and warm. And just lying on our backs. Palms to the sky, legs are flat. You're just going to take a deep breath in through your nose. Completely filling your lungs, holding your breath for a second when your lungs are full, and then a big exhale through the mouth. One more deep breath in through the nose. Hold that breath for a second and exhale. Starting with our toes, we're going to scrunch up our toes, holding that tension and relax. Moving on to our calves, I want you to tense up your calves, holding that tension and relax. Moving on to our quads, I want you to squeeze your quads or the fronts of your legs and relax. Squeezing your bum cheeks together, holding that tension. Keep squeezing and relax. Moving on to our fists, I want you to scrunch up your fists, holding that tension and relax. Moving on to our stomach or our core, tensing up your abs, trying to drive the spine into the ground. And relax. Moving on to biceps, squeezing those biceps. Hold that tension and relax. Moving on to our shoulders, tensing up your shoulders. Hold that squeeze and relax. Last one, scrunching up our face, holding that tension in our face. And relax. Taking one deep breath in through your nose. Completely exhaling through your mouth. Start to wiggle your hands and your toes. And in your own time, you can just slowly start to sit up. And thanks for coming to the class. Hope you're feeling a lot more relaxed. When did you sneeze?